How does Tiger Mom work full-time and still manage to make home-cooked meals for her family? One of the ways I save time in the kitchen is to make a big batch of broth. Today I'll show you what I do with anchovy broth. The basic ingredients are dried anchovies and dried kelp, but what I like to do is I save some vegetable scraps like daikon peel, onion peel, or green onion roots, and even shrimp peel, and save them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer, and I just add them to the stock. Here I'm adding dried anchovies and dried kelp to water, and today I have the outer layers of Napa cabbage. It was a little wilted but still good enough for the flavor, so that's what I'm adding today. And I'm going to cook for 5 minutes in soup mode and just let the steam out naturally. And when it's all done, I just fish out the main ingredients, and what I'm left with is the anchovy broth. And the broth I store in this pitcher and put it in the refrigerator, and it's good for about a week. And whatever I have left over, I just freeze it for any emergencies. Here's one of the ways I use it on a weeknight to make dinner. I just add the anchovy broth, add some dried seaweed, and some minced garlic. I use the frozen cubes to save time. And here I'm using scallop and shrimp from frozen seafood mix, and drizzle some soy sauce. What I like to use for my soy sauce is liquid aminos. It's healthier than regular soy sauce. And I just cook it for 10 minutes. You can do 5 minutes if you like regular seaweed soup, but if you like really soft seaweed soup, do it for 10 minutes and let the pressure out naturally. And when it's all done, that's when you taste it and add more salt or soy sauce. If it's not salty enough, add more water or anchovy broth if it's too salty, and drizzle some sesame oil at the end, and it's ready to serve with rice. And this is miyeokguk. Another example of a simple and delicious meal using anchovy broth is odenguk, fish cake soup. So here I'm just adding the odeng, the fish cake, and some daikon, and I just pour the anchovy broth and add a little bit of soy sauce or liquid aminos again, and I just cook it for 5 minutes on soup mode and let the pressure out naturally again. And when it's done, you taste it and season it again, and this is where you add the green onions so it cooks in the remaining heat. And this is odenguk fish cake soup. Very simple meal. And there's an easy way to make tteokbokki, spicy stir-fry rice cake, with this odenguk. You can just use the anchovy broth, but you could also use the leftover odenguk. So you just take the broth, and when it boils, you add gochujang, chili paste, and add a little chili pepper powder if you like it spicier, and some sugar according to your taste. And if you're adding the fish cake, the odeng here, this is when you add it. If not, when it starts to boil, you add the pre-soaked rice cake, the tteok. You pre-soak it so that they don't stick to each other, and add the green onion, and you just stir fry it. You just keep stirring it until the sauce reduces a little, and after a while it'll look like this, and it's ready. You can taste it, and if you need more saltiness, add a little soy sauce, and if you need more sweetness, add more sugar according to your taste. And while that was going, I actually added some odeng, the fish cake, and some dumplings to my air fryer, so I get crispy odeng and dumplings with my tteokbokki that I could dip in the sauce. There are many ways to use your anchovy stock, so try it at home. Enjoy!